keep each other in check.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, guys, Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team. He told his players, turnovers are killing us right now. We can't keep trying to make the home run play. Settle down, run the offense, and make the simple pass. Kevin, sounds easy enough.
Maravich dishes to Cephalosha. Out to Maravich. Teague against Williams. And Teague, here we go. And Ewing with the block.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Yep, and they've simply shown more aggressiveness, guys. More desire to secure the ball.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
And you do. You have to have both ends of that play, and they were fantastic on that one.
Okay, time now for an injury report. Now for an update on J.R. Smith's injury, let's go to Doris Burke.
Guys, I had a moment to catch up with the Knicks head athletic trainer. A very somber tone over here on the sideline, guys. It does not look to be good news at all. That's a bitter pill for them to swallow at such an early stage of the season. It really changes the look of this entire team, guys.
Doris, thanks for the update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sidelines.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
There's the feed to Robinson. New York moving the ball around. Outside Robinson. Sinks the three-pointer. Robinson's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Knicks.
Clark, their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
Yeah, Kevin, they had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this four-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Robinson. And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Boozer, he's checked in for Robinson. Marion comes in for Ewing. And McCollum subbed in for Robinson. And then for Atlanta, Splitters checked in for Howard. Justin Holiday comes in for Cephalosha. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Maravich. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Here's Boozer. Good work defensively by Millsap. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. To the wing on the left, to the inside, Splitter. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Goes up the baseline, and the officials call a traveling violation. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Korver, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
They clearly look like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got some energy out on the floor.
Yeah, but it's come a little too late to have a real impact on the game, though. We call this box score window dressing. All it's going to do is make the numbers look a little better than it was.
That free throw missing.
At the line for two.
And he can't hit the second. From deep three-point range, it falls. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
And now...
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with J.R. Smith. We got to see your offense in full effect here tonight. Seems like everyone on this team is really on the same page.
I definitely think so. You know, we got a lot of great players on our team, a lot of people who can score, and hopefully we can just keep building on it.
JR, appreciate the time as always. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Let us take a moment now to recognize our Jordan player of the game. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
Well, his ability to get into the paint and get to the rim was deadly. For a guy who's mainly a perimeter shooter, it was remarkable how many of his points came right at the bucket.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
We're wearing our costumes. We hope you are too. Happy Halloween as 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Battle in the Eastern Conference, this D.C. crowd hoping to watch their Wizards come out on top. This, their first look at this year's New York squad. Last season, they won all 4 games, showing complete dominance.
And they were unbeaten against this club last season. Not surprising considering where they both finished in the standings.
Yeah, it's really plain as pound cake. They're the better team. They'll look to prove it again here tonight.
And now, the New York Knicks starters. We've got Mo Williams. Robinson is out there with Ewing. Then it's Robinson, and it's Carter in at the 3 slot. Nene dishes to Beal. Kept alive by Washington. A floater.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws. And we've all seen how dominant Bradley Beal can be. The 3rd overall pick in the 2012 draft. He's already had a solid young career, but still plenty of room to grow.
And both free throws good for Beal. And the thing about Bradley Beal, when he suits up, the entire lineup becomes exponentially more potent. A quick, powerful athlete. Greg, high basketball IQ. Had the great teaching at Florida, carries it to the NBA. Opponents have to account for him, I think, on both ends of the floor.
And that's a great point, Kevin. Coming out of college, a lot of people compared him to Ray Allen. He possesses that next level smoothness and body control that's often indicative of a true difference maker.
Gortat wide open. He fires. Count it from 12.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D because that clearly was a breakdown.
Robinson kicks to Carter. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Frazier.
And, you know, going back to Bradley Beal, the bottom line is he's a winner. Last year, the Wizards went 8-9 with Beal out of the lineup. Hard to argue with those facts and numbers.
Here's Carter.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. And Washington has possession. The Knicks making the shot. Frazier kicks to Gortat. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Gortat's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And when you talk about Bradley Beal, it's not just having him in the lineup that matters. It's having him at his best. When he's at 100% health, there are very few guards in the league who can keep up with him. Truly one of the game's great young talent.
And so it's Washington with it after New York gets the three. Here's Gortat. And he makes good on the layup. Gortat's got 6.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
And good on the basket. Book it.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
Frazier against Williams. There's a screen by Gortat. Frazier the pass to Beal. Nene into the lane, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Here is Williams. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Randy Whitman. Doris, what did he have to say?
For them to be successful, Kevin, he said they have to act like, and I quote, a swarm of angry bees every time the ball gets in the post. If they don't collapse on their post threats, he knows they're in for a long game. Guys?
Thanks a lot, Doris. A nice shot by Frazier.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence. Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Washington's offense last year looked solid on paper, but in reality, it was much tougher to defend against. They could hurt you in a number of ways.
And the Wizards, Kevin, could get you in transition, but they could also, as you mentioned, they could get you with their half-court sets. Top 10 in field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage last season.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Well, you have to respect the way Vince Carter has just... The Knicks making a switch here. Allen's checked in. Here is Frazier following the score by New York. And again, Washington no good. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked. Really strong and together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance. And also, guys, Vince Carter is tireless in what he calls his old man workouts. I mean, keeping his body healthy and up to the challenge of the long NBA season. Not to mention holding on to some of that bounce from his younger days. Every now and then, he'll give us a little taste of insanity.
Now here's Dudley. Nene, the screen. Here's Frazier, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Let's go. It's Ewing that time on the assist by Williams.
And VC in the second year of a 3-year deal, you know, he struggled to make shots last season. We'll see if this proves to be a bounce-back season for him.
Now here's Frazier. 23 points for him the last game against Milwaukee.
And I thought the contribution he made by just generating contact, getting to the line was outstanding, guys. I mean, he picked up a lot of points at the stripe.
And the kid picks up the foul. That's his first foul. John Wall's checked in for Washington. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for New York. Now here's Wall. He's guarded by McCollum.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Washington making some changes. Chris Humphries has checked in for Nene. Gary Neal comes in for Jared Dudley. And Sessions subbed in for Frazier. Zinkus, he's checked in for New York. Marion comes in for Robinson. And Ray Allen gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Boozer, he's checked in for New York. There's 1:47 left in the first quarter of the game. There's a screen by Gortat. Here's Neal. And Boozer with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. New York's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Rebound by the Wizards. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
Here's Porzingis after marching Gortat's bucket. Shoots it up. New York, no good that time either.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Neal. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Shots, gentlemen.
The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. Second, John Wall.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Well, Clark, what can you say about the Knicks last season? They had a lot of trouble on their road trips, among other things.
Well, especially on the road. I mean, only managed to get 7 road wins on the season, Kevin.
Robinson's checked in for Allen. Now here's McCollum. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with a miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
They swipe it. Wall with the steal. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that one's good. Sessions.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Now here's Marion. Porzingis passes to Robinson. And that's good off the glass that time. Robinson's got 10 points.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Gortat misses.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Washington out in front, up 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start.